Hello, my friend. Sit back, take a deep breath in, and let it out slowly. This is a quiet place, a safe place. You do not have to be perfect here. You do not have to be fast. You just have to listen. This is a story about a man like many of us, a man who felt stuck, a man who felt small, but a man who learned step by step how to build a new life. Listen closely. This story is also for you. Chapter 1. The Man Who Stopped Dreaming. There was a man named Leo. Leo was not young, but he was not very old. He was in that part of life where you look around and ask yourself, is this it? Every morning, Leo woke up to the same sound, the sound of his old alarm clock. Beep, beep, beep. He would turn it off. He would look at the ceiling, and he would feel heavy. His room was small. His clothes were old. His job was the same every day. He worked in a big building, sitting at a small desk, doing the same things, talking to the same people, going home the same way. Leo felt like a boat on a calm ocean. He was not sinking, but he was not moving anywhere. At night, he would sit alone. He would think about his younger self. That young Leo had big dreams. He wanted to travel. He wanted to learn new things. He wanted to feel alive. But life had happened. Slowly, quietly, the dreams had faded. One evening, Leo was walking home. It was cold. The wind was sharp. He saw an old man sitting on a bench, feeding the birds. The old man looked peaceful. Leo stopped. He watched the man for a minute. The old man looked up and smiled. "Young man," he said, "you look tired, not in your body, in your heart." Leo was surprised. He did not know this man, but the words felt true. He sat down on the bench next to the old man. "My name is Leo," he said, "and yes, I am tired." Chapter 2. The Old Man on the Bench. The old man's name was Aaron. Aaron was not rich. He wore a simple, clean shirt. His eyes were bright, like a young boy's eyes. They sat in silence for a while. The birds hopped around looking for food. Then Aaron spoke. His voice was soft, like a gentle stream. "Leo," he said, "tell me, what is one small thing you want to change?" Leo thought. He wanted to say everything, but that felt too big. "I want to feel better in the morning," Leo said slowly. "I want to wake up and not feel heavy." Aaron nodded. "That is a good place to start. A very good place." He threw a small piece of bread to the birds. "Leo, imagine your life is a garden. If the garden is full of weeds, you cannot fix it in one day. You cannot pull all the weeds at once. You will hurt your hands. You will feel tired, and you will give up." Leo listened. "You must start with one small corner," Aaron said. "Just one small patch of land. Clear the weeds there. Water the soil there. Plant one small seed there." "And then?" Leo asked. "And then," Aaron smiled, "you do the same thing tomorrow, and the next day." Slowly, the small patch becomes bigger. Slowly, the flowers grow. But you must start with one small corner. Leo looked down at his hands. "I don't know if I can." Aaron put a gentle hand on Leo's shoulder. "You do not need to know. You just need to start." Chapter 3. The First Small Step. The next morning, the alarm went off. Beep, beep, beep. Leo wanted to turn it off and close his eyes. The heaviness was there, but then he remembered the old man, the garden, the small corner. "What is my small corner?" he thought. He got out of bed. That was the first step, just standing up. He walked to the small window in his room. He opened it. Cold air came in. It felt fresh. It felt new. He stood there for 2 minutes, just breathing, just looking at the sky. It was not much, but it was different. That evening, after work, Leo walked back to the bench. Aaron was there, feeding the birds again. "I opened my window this morning," Leo said. He felt a little silly saying it. It was such a small thing. But Aaron's face lit up. "Leo, that is wonderful. You cleared your first weed. You watered your first seed." Leo smiled. It was the first real smile in a long time. "Now," Aaron said, "tomorrow, do that again, and add one more small thing. What small thing? Leo asked. Learn one new English word, Aaron said. Just one. Write it down. Say it out loud. Use it in your mind during the day. Why English? Leo asked. Because learning a new language is like learning a new way to see the world, Aaron said. It opens small doors in your mind. And you told me you wanted to learn once, a long time ago. Leo was surprised. How did you know that? Aaron just smiled and looked at the birds. Chapter 4, The Word of the Day. The next morning, Leo opened his window. He stood there for 2 minutes. The air was cold, but it felt good. Then he took a small piece of paper. He wrote one word. Sun. He looked out the window. The sun was rising. It was orange and soft. Sun, Leo said quietly to himself. The sun is bright. He put the paper in his pocket. At work, during his lunch break, he took out the paper. He looked at the word. He looked out the window at the real sun. Sun, he whispered again. It felt strange, but it also felt good, like he was doing something for himself. Something small, but his own. That evening he went to the bench. Aaron was waiting. Today's word was sun, Leo said. And did you learn it? Aaron asked. I think so, Leo said. Use it in a sentence for me, Aaron said gently. Leo thought. He pointed to the sky, which was now getting dark. This morning, he said slowly, the sun was beautiful. Aaron clapped his hands softly. Perfect. You learned it. You used it. That is how language grows. One word at a time, just like the garden. Leo felt a warm feeling in his chest. It was a small feeling, but it was real. Chapter 5, The Habit Grows. Days turned into weeks. Every morning, Leo opened his window. He breathed the air. He said his word. He learned tree, cloud, happy, walk, water. He wrote them down. He said them out loud. He tried to use them. One Saturday he did not want to get up. The old heaviness came back. It whispered to him, stay in bed. This is silly. It will not change anything. But Leo remembered Aaron's words. You just need to start. He got up. He opened the window. He said his word for the day, strong. I'm strong, Leo said. The words felt shaky, but he said them. That day he went for a walk. A real walk, not just walking home. He walked to a small park he had not visited in years. He saw a big tree. He touched its bark. It was rough and hard. Tree, he said to himself. This tree is old. This tree is strong. He smiled. He was talking to himself. But it felt okay. It felt like he was making a friend called Leo. Chapter 6, The Lesson of Discipline. One evening, Leo asked Aaron, how do you keep doing things every day? Don't you feel tired? Don't you want to stop? Aaron laughed a soft, kind laugh. Leo, every day I want to stay home. Every day my body feels a little old. But I come here. Why? Leo waited. Because discipline is not about feeling ready, Aaron said. It is about doing it anyway. Motivation is like a small fire. It is warm and nice, but it goes out quickly. Discipline is like a slow, steady cooking fire. It is not exciting, but it lasts. It cooks the food. He looked at Leo. You opened your window even when you did not want to. That was discipline. That is worth more than all the motivation in the world. Leo understood. It was not about feeling great every day. It was about showing up, even when it was hard, especially when it was hard. Chapter 7, Confidence Without Ego. Weeks passed. Leo learned more words. He started reading small children's books in English. The sentences were simple. He could understand them. One day at work, a colleague was struggling with a sign. It was in English. The colleague asked for help. Leo felt shy. His English was still very basic. What if he made a mistake? But then he thought of Aaron. He thought of the garden. He walked over. Maybe I can help, he said quietly. The sign had one difficult word, information. Leo knew this word. He had learned it last week. This word, Leo said, pointing. It means news, or help, like you go here to ask for help. The colleague's face cleared. Thank you, Leo. Leo felt a rush of happiness. He had helped someone. He did not need to be perfect. He just needed to share what he knew. That evening he told Aaron. Aaron nodded. That is confidence, Leo. True confidence does not say, I am the best. True confidence says, I can help a little, and that is enough. It is not about being better than others. It is about being useful. Chapter 8: The Hard Days. But life is not always easy. The story does not go up in a straight line. One day, Leo got bad news at work. His boss was angry about a small mistake. Leo felt small again. He felt like the old Leo. That evening he went to the bench, but Aaron was not there. Leo waited. An hour passed. 2 hours. The sun went down. It got cold. Aaron did not come. Leo felt alone. The old heaviness came back stronger than before. He walked home slowly. He did not open his window that night. He did not say his word. The next morning he stayed in bed. The alarm beeped. He turned it off. He closed his eyes. Then, a voice in his head said, You are still the same. Nothing has changed. He stayed in bed for a long time. But then something small happened. A bird landed on his windowsill. It chirped. It was a small, simple sound. Leo looked at the bird. The bird looked at him. And Leo remembered the bench. He remembered Aaron. He remembered the garden. He got up. He opened the window. The bird flew away. He took his small paper. The word for yesterday was friend. Friend, Leo said out loud. His voice was rough. Aaron is my friend. He decided to go to the bench. Maybe Aaron would be there today. Chapter 9: Never Giving Up. Aaron was there. He looked a little tired, but his eyes were still bright. Leo, he said, I'm sorry for yesterday. I was not well, but I am here today. Leo sat down. He felt tears in his eyes. He did not hide them. I almost gave up, Leo said. Yesterday was so hard. This morning, I stayed in bed. I felt like nothing had changed. Aaron listened. He did not interrupt. But then a bird came, Leo continued. A small bird, and I got up. I came here. Aaron smiled. Leo, that is the most important lesson. Not the good days. The hard days. On the good days, anyone can move forward. But on the hard days, when you want to stop, and you move forward anyway, that is when you really grow. He paused. The garden does not grow in one day. It grows slowly. Some days the sun is hot. Some days the rain is heavy, but the roots grow deeper. You are growing deeper, Leo. Leo wiped his eyes. He felt a new feeling. It was not happiness. It was something stronger. It was hope. Chapter 10: Time Management for Real People. As Leo grew stronger, he wanted to do more. He wanted to learn faster. He wanted to change everything at once. He asked Aaron, How do I find time for everything? I want to learn English. I want to exercise. I want to read. But I am so tired after work. Aaron nodded. This is a problem for everyone, Leo. We all have only 24 hours. He picked up a small stone. Imagine your time is this stone. If you try to hold everything, you will drop everything. You must choose. He put the stone in Leo's hand. You have your morning window. That is your time. Keep it. Protect it. Do not add more things there. Just your breathing and your word. He picked up another small stone. This is for English practice. Maybe 10 minutes at lunch, not 1 hour. 10 minutes, small and steady. Another stone. This is for a short walk. Maybe 2 times a week, not every day. Just start with 2. Leo looked at the stones in his hand. They were small. They felt manageable. Time management is not about doing everything, Aaron said. It is about doing a few small things every day for a long time. The small things become big things. Chapter 11: Honesty and Integrity. One afternoon, Leo found a wallet on the ground near the bench. He opened it. Inside, there was money. Not a lot, but enough to buy good food for a week. There was also an ID card with a name and address. Leo's first thought was no one will know. But then he thought of Aaron. He thought of the man he wanted to become. He walked to the address on the card. It was 20 minutes away. A woman opened the door. She looked worried. "Excuse me," Leo said slowly. "I found this. Is it yours?" The woman's face changed. She looked so happy. She almost cried. Yes, yes, I lost it this morning. I looked everywhere. Thank you so much." She tried to give Leo some money. Leo shook his head. "No, thank you," he said. "I am happy to help." Walking back to the bench, Leo felt light. He felt clean inside. He had done the right thing when no one was watching. He told Aaron the story. Aaron's eyes were bright with pride. "Leo, that is integrity. It means doing the right thing, even when it is hard, even when no one sees. That is the strongest habit of all. It builds a strong character. It builds a strong soul." Chapter 12. Making Mistakes. One day, Leo tried to speak English with a stranger. A tourist asked for directions. Leo wanted to help. He said, "The big road go left." He made mistakes. His grammar was wrong. He forgot words. The tourist smiled, thanked him, and walked away. Leo felt embarrassed. He felt like a child. He told Aaron, "I made so many mistakes. I sounded stupid." Aaron shook his head slowly. "Leo, listen to me. Mistakes are not the opposite of success. They are part of success. Every person who speaks good English made thousands of mistakes. The baby falls many times before it walks. Do you call the baby stupid?" "No," Leo said quietly. "Then do not call yourself stupid. Say, 'I made a mistake. I learned. Tomorrow, I will try again.' That is how we grow. That is how we learn." Leo felt better. He decided that mistakes were not his enemy. They were his teachers. Chapter 13. The Slow Path. A year passed. Leo still lived in the same small room. He still had the same job. But he was not the same man. Every morning, he opened his window, he breathed, he said his word. Now his words were sentences, short sentences, but his own. He could read small books easily. He could speak with tourists a little. He felt confident. One morning, he looked in the small mirror in his room. He saw a man with bright eyes, like Aaron's eyes. He realized something important. His life had not changed because of one big event. It had changed because of thousands of small mornings, thousands of small words, thousands of small choices. The path was slow, but the path was real. Chapter 14. Saying Goodbye. Leo went to the bench. Aaron was there, but this time, Aaron looked different. He looked very tired. "Leo," Aaron said softly, "sit with me." Leo sat. He felt a cold fear in his heart. "My time on this bench is almost finished," Aaron said. "I am old. My body is tired, but my heart is happy." Leo did not know what to say. "I watched you grow, Leo," Aaron continued, "from a tired man to a man with hope. I am proud, very proud." Tears ran down Leo's face. "Remember the garden," Aaron said. "You are the gardener now. You must take care of your own garden. And maybe, one day, you will sit on a bench and help another tired person." Leo held Aaron's hand. They sat in silence as the sun went down. The next day, Aaron was gone. The bench was empty. Chapter 15. The Gardener. Leo was sad for many days. He missed his friend, but he did not stop his habits. Every morning, he opened his window. He breathed. He spoke in English. He understood now. Aaron had not just taught him English. Aaron had taught him how to live. One evening, Leo was walking through the park. He saw a young person sitting alone on a bench. The young person looked tired, not in the body, in the heart. Leo remembered that feeling. He remembered the old man who had changed his life. He walked over slowly. He sat down on the bench, leaving a little space. "Hello," Leo said gently. "My name is Leo. You look a little tired. Would you like to talk?" The young person looked up. Their eyes were sad. And Leo smiled. A warm, kind smile, like Aaron's smile. "I know a story," Leo said. "A story about a garden, about small steps, about never giving up." Would you like to hear it? The young person nodded, and Leo began to speak. The end. And now, my friend, the story is finished for today. But remember, your story is not finished. You are writing it right now. With every small choice you make, you do not need to change everything today. Just find your small corner, open your window, learn one new word, take one small step. Be like Leo, be patient with yourself. Be kind to yourself, and never, ever give up. If you felt something in your heart while listening to this story, please share it with someone who needs to hear it. Maybe they are feeling stuck. Maybe they need a friend. And if you would like to hear more stories like this, stories that help you learn and grow, please like this video and subscribe to the channel. It helps us make more stories for you. Thank you for listening. Thank you for being here. Take a deep breath. Let it out slowly. You are doing well. You are on your path. I will speak to you soon. Take care, my friend.